forest right now. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, there's the train. Ah, yeah, let's go. Dudes. So beautiful. Ah.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
What house am I hoping for? Well, if you can't tell by the colors,
to meet
Hufflepuff.
the headmaster.
I'm a Hufflepuff. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think you just pick whatever house you want,
Nice
or
of you to
because I
join
linked
us.
my account, so I'm gonna be
The
Hufflepuff
sorting
at
ceremony
first.
is over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough.
I got Slytherin.
I've no time for
Nice.
rumors, Fig, and I'm
You're getting
rapidly losing
Ravenclaw.
whatever patience I had left.
F
If you're lucky,
Ravenclaws.
we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time.
Here we go.
Have a seat.
Yay. I think I'm a Gryffindor, probably Hufflepuff.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
Ready? Not Slytherin, guys.
Certain
Not Slytherin.
Expectations.
Ah.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed.
Is this how they're doing the sorting hat?
Much can be gleaned
I like
by
that.
having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead, and your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Okay. Knowing patience. Well, I'm gonna accept this house. I bet you there's a whole thing. But I am a Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff pride, yo!
To be Hufflepuff!
Go! I bought this on Amazon. It's 2 gold, but you know.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Aww.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to
Gang.
do before classes begin tomorrow.
Alcoholic turtle. Yes.
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin
Southern
tomorrow.
gang. This is pre or
Quite
post
an
Harry Potter.
entrance.
It
It's
is
lovely
pre
to
Harry
meet you.
Potter.
I'm.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show
So
our new
Professor
student to
Black
their
is one of the
common
most
I shall
hated,
see to it, sir.
head
As I was
headmasters
saying,
of
I'm
Hogwarts.
Professor
So
Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As deputy headmistress, it is my
it
distinct
takes
honor to show you to
100
your
years
common room.
before Harry Potter
this
does.
way.
So
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the 2nd row, in the rhythm of...
it takes place in the
Hufflepuff.
1800s. Yeah, 1800s. So. That sound
Well
design
done.
is so good.
Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
I think she's a bad guy. Oh, all good. We just appreciate everybody in here. So. I
Looks
know
like
where the
everyone's
Hufflepuffs
gone.
Stay now.
Let's head to the common room.
No, you don't. You don't know, Yuri. Was it? We'll use the Obliviate tram on you. Spot a tea. What happens if I do? Oh, it just disappears. Dude, look at this. Okay, we can't get distracted. This is a problem. I don't play open world games that often. Oh. That sounded terribly. Okay. Interesting.
I thought about transferring to Beauxbatons just to get away from Professor Black and his iron fist. But then I remembered that I don't speak French.
I can't believe Black is still the headmaster.
What is this?
He obviously hates
I believe this is like
sure
house chess place. Okay.
doubt there's ever been a headmaster.
This is a chest that's coming over to smoke some magical sticky icky. Hell yeah, you know Hufflepuffs grow the best. Look at that owl.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself. Especially since everyone will be watching to see
no.
how much you already know.
More like all the Gryffindor girls.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit Being that far behind, I'd feel so inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit.
Did her arm just go through her
At
shirt?
least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way.
Check all your butterbeer.
Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep
See,
you.
we're magic, so
You've
we can
got
just
a
keep
lot to do.
reducing butterbeer.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him.
Look at
Big
this
castle
nerd.
for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat.
Hey,
I'm
it's
sure you'll find your way all right.
what's his
I mean, it
face?
can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still
Who's
get
that
lost
guy? It's not
sometimes.
Irwin.
Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house.
The kid with the suspenders.
I'm
You know, the
Arthur.
old comedian
Thank
guy.
you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my
Steve-
own,
yeah,
unfortunately. My mother doesn't
Steve
think too
Urkel.
highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Okay, bye,
Nice
Steve
meeting you,
Urkel.
Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Freaking Steve Urkel, yeah.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide.
No, I'm
Pleasure
the
to
new
meet you.
Gryffindor.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
You might
Of
want to
course.
stay away
And
from
good
that
luck.
Steve Urkel kid, you know.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Who are you talking to, boy? Girl? Whoever you are?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWS.
Aw, man, we gotta take quests.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Extraordinary.
Here you are.
You get, you only get the first day at Hogwarts. Yes.
What is it?
No.
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning
No,
so that
fuck
you
that.
master all
What?
that's expected of a fifth
This
year.
lady don't know about the new game plus.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
It's
Perhaps
spying on
seeing
ya.
it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the
Resource
test.
these nuts.
This way.
Why are there
The guide will
pumpkins
give you
here?
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
There's a
I
thingy right
certainly
there.
would have
We'll take care of it
appreciated
later.
something like the field guide
Chest.
when I was a student. Using the guide will also train alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
No, I don't want to keep up.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
House Elf recipe book. Return on the Hufflepuff's original creations. The book. Ooh, okay. You just unlocked the field guide challenge. Progress. Q. To open field guide. This is the wizarding level XP from challenges to increase your level power. Cool. Guide. Rewards must be claimed in the challenge menu. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Excuse me, I'm trying to eat these nuts. Let me eat. If I wasn't stuck on a track right now, I would.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Whoa! Oh, okay. They're leaving the exploring. I see. Okay. That was cool, though, the 3D
And
map.
Here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Cool.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I wish I could simply charm my
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
To the butterbeer.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Professor
Speak of the
Fig.
devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today.
Yes.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Invaluable to
And
you.
invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good.
Yes.
Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you.
Yes,
Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. So, oops. This is the main quest. Represents main quest. Unlock story XP. Cool. Some side quests are locked behind spells or level requirements. In that case, you will have to need it to be that required level or require that spells to activate quests. That's actually really cool. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as a quest reward. Okay. Charms class or defense against the dark arts? Which one first? Leviosa or Accio? Which one? Cool. Anybody? Which class? The class we go to first? Charms or defense? Charms class we go.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip to
I could
Hogsmeade
change
for
it here.
supplies, including your own wand.
One more person.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander.
Mooney.
He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh God. Well, you would have to be charming for that, so. The charms class.
You should hear Sean.
Best one ever.
Peeves. Oh, I miss Peeves. So, what's gonna happen later? It won't be till late, like around 6 o'clock. I gotta get ready to go to do trivia night with some friends, and then take the 2 hours off because I wanted to stream this as long as I can. So I'll have to take 2 hours off just to get away from the screen for a bit too. So, hey, how did you beat me, Cal? Kitty! I pet the kitty. Just some gamer messes. Yeah. So, I'm debating if I want to just hit be right back or I'll just stop stream entirely and then hit restream, which I probably will end up doing. Whoa. It's Fluffy! Who the hell are you? I'm going to Charms class. Is this Charms class? Oh, this is the bathroom. Oh, someone's doing something illegal. Why is there a coat rack in the bathroom? Okay, sorry to bother you. Oh, that was the witch's bathroom.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back for the lesson.
Going to harvest some
Here we
knot
go. Yep. It's covered in doo-doo water.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Alright, so before we start this, wow, I'm gonna try to cheat on a class trivia. Yeah, it's gotta do what you gotta do, G. No, I'm not that bad. Anyways, the problem I have is, unless it was before changed to after this era,
that is not
that
bad.
usually
You
it's
are
like
a swift
Gryffindor
learner.
classes.
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay, so I was saying is classes usually are like Slytherin, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw, or like Hufflepuff and Gryffindor. Like it's usually two houses with each other and not
that
all
fun
of them
goes
together.
hand in hand with
It
mastery,
may have
as
changed
I'm sure
after
the
this
Quidditch players amongst us would
series
agree.
would make sense, but
So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our new
imagine if you could do that right away, you know? Okay.
Very simply, cast
R2.
Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the excellent control.
Okay.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward. Splendid!
Stop. Ooh,
Not to worry.
no!
That's it!
Okay.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
This dude want to come do housework for
You
my
did the
house.
rules
That
just as
magic.
before, and Miss Onai,
Well, yeah,
you are
your
playing
lawn
red.
really needs some of that
Clear?
housework, G
Yes,
Money.
sir.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh, I see ya. I see.
There we go.
Accio!
Excellent.
Darn it.
Let us see this.
I feed my lawn Gatorade. Ooh. Okay, what we have to do. We're gonna have to knock her off.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Watch this.
Oh, buddy, oh, buddy.
Yes!
How do I do this?
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Accio!
Happens to the best of us.
Oh, can I get a restart? I want to retry that. Gotta
Let
get
us
the
make this a
electrolytes.
bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now.
Yes,
You will
I
need
lose.
it.
I
This
tried
round
to go
settles it all.
ballsy, and I should have never done it.
Here we go. There we go.
Accio!
Stop! Stop! Damn it.
Don't lose your composure.
Be sharp. Phew.
Whoops.
Very good.
Let us see this.
Oh, it didn't count for her. Huh.
That is how it's done.
Accio!
Quite impressive.
I screwed up. I lost again. We're gonna get a little crazier now.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Okay. I see how it is.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way
I
out.
see.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Does it get easier?
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Uganda?
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Yes,
This may seem
Wagadu
an
is
odd
the biggest
question,
school.
but is magic the same there as
world.
it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it to be precise, Sebastian.
A
You
word,
know it won't
if you
work on
would.
humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most
Look at the
from the
detail
battles
on
one
that
has
hat. Dude.
lost.
Look at the
Of
detail.
course, Professor.
That's nuts.
It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
That level up
Samantha
music
Dale.
was fantastic.
I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
There's a chest.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel is.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
305
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're in trouble with Professor Black.
Frickin' Peeves. Peeves, Peeves, Peeves. There we go.
What does it matter whether we even do our homework?
So what are we gonna go to? Oops. To defense against the dark arts now. We're gonna learn Avacadabra. So, spin the wheel of misfortune. Excuse me, lady. There's collision, but not that much.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation.
Called a bit of magic,
Levioso.
okay?
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
No, if you bought the deluxe edition, you get a 72 hours in advance.
In the heat of battle.
Ish.
Now, let's practice what we've just learned.
So,
starting with something
spending like
small.
$80 for it. Which I don't mind. Oh, that's cool. That's what happens. Okay, so now you get it. What's going on with ya, gear, bro? How have you been? The magic. Leviosa. Oh, world. Yeah.
Levioso.
Is it Leviosa? Not Leviosa. Oh.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Yeah. It is on PC now as well for the deluxe edition. So. And then same with PlayStation and Xbox.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Very nice.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Hey, don't call me
this
dummy.
Time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember. Levioso. Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Are you still working at the same places, or you changed up?
I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this Protego be your first duel. Let's just say
I Do you enjoy a lively duel?
Stupid tiger. Levioso, please.
If only all my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Yes. My character is just like so
I put
pleased
you on
with
the spot,
himself.
and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I
Hopefully they're
demand
paying real
excellence
good,
from
though.
my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Reach out, touch faith.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first
You
years.
missed Steve Urkel earlier. Paying
Nice
good.
work.
You're funny.
I enjoyed that.
We'll have to find Steve
That
Urkel
duel
again
was
for
quite
you.
something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new
Filthy
student to be so
Slytherin.
deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was.
We'll have
Perhaps
to leave
I have a
him
knack
on.
for it.
Be quiet if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
No, bit of both.
If you're interested.
Clock tower entrance.
Till next time.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
So where do I go now? Gotta go to the map. I guess we go back to
I should think there's an entire ward in St. Mungo's for transfiguration accidents.
I think transfiguration.
what is this?
Fills our stone hearts with joy to
Revelio.
be of such arrogance.
Painting of Liz, painting depicts a young orphan wizard, a famously entire village from an army of dementors. Dark wizard. Ooh. Ooh, there's some treasure chests. There's a lock. There's a level 2 lock. Okay. Okay, okay. Collections. So, does that mean I can change shit? No, I don't want those glasses. Those glasses are lame. Scarves. Robes. Bip bip. Outfit. Can I, ooh. Oh no! I'm in my skivvies! Gloves. Okay. So how do I... Challenges... How do I equip that now? Be under gear. Then I have to go here, so... Okay.
Might as well be surrounded by Charlie. Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
What are you up to now?
I gotta fast travel. You know, we're gonna walk. We can't fast travel, because if we fast travel, kitty, pet the kitty.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Pet?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, that cat's outside.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Dudes, I just got my first TikTok over 4,000 views. I know that's really weird, but like, the two TikToks that have the most views are like not that great too, which is hilarious.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know.
Nice.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you
And
outside momentarily to
they're
assign
both,
you a first one. Now, regarding
we'll
the trip to
try to not talk
Hogsmeade
over this
I
stuff.
mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
A butterbeer? Cool. Quest complete. Ooh, what's that? He's a
Revelio.
Word of Transfigurations. Cool. See this? See first assignment. Sometimes. Cool. Look at the kitty. We're just trying to. We're right now. We're in like the tutorial area.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Anyways.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The Mending Charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that.
Okay.
Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I gotcha.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio.
So, as I was saying, the first one to get over 4,000. The two highest TikTok videos I have are, what's it called? Are Escape from Tarkov videos, and they're like terrible too.
This
I
is the
love
right
it.
area.
Okay.
I wonder where the flying page is. Levioso.
Whoops.
Lumos.
Nope, not Lumos.
Accio.
No. Hey. Hey.
Got it.
Yay. I just got an email. Ha! That's funny. Dude,
A flying page
Overwatch
must be
2,
around
they're
here
doing
somewhere.
a
Accio. Brilliant.
They're doing a One Punch Man crossover soon too, which is real cool.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Oh, there's a square. I think this is not like the originals. The originals, it'll show you the pattern you have to do, especially on the PlayStation, and you have to repeat that pattern after it was done.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Let's go. Okay. Now. Oh, those are the birds he's flying. Okay. There's a chest right here. That chest is in that wall. It's a ghost. What ghost is that? Oh, that's the Baron. Not the Baron, that's the Friar.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Oh, here we go. Quidditch gloves.
My mother was shocked the first time I sent her an owl from Hogwarts. She'd never seen it. She's a mother of soul.
Three Sister Bells. The Three Sister Bells said they are a tribute to three similar names. Beautiful Step Ridge. Res Sharon, rumor that. Oh. Cool. Let's go.
What?
Hello, looking for me?
No.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade.
If there's
You
some
must be eager
weird
to have your own things
slowing
again.
or buffering
And to
issues
see the
for you.
village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off?
Just let me know.
I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Cute. I like the music. Give me a second here. We are back.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself.
Shortcut.
I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful
Look
this
at
time of
that.
year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas.
Is the
But
Allery?
that's
We'll
one
have
of
to
the
go
few times
there.
of
We'll
year
have to go
I would
there.
rather be indoors.
There's a lot.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow.
Watch it, you filthy hot Gryffindors. Oh, I'm traveling with a Gryffindor.
Oh, wait, over here.
What?
I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at. But if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Ooh. What are these? They're like something from Alice in Wonderland right here. Filthy Gryffindors. Oh.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something started them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
He's in Quidditch.
Absolutely.
Like we already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
I like how it's like an old-style Gryffindor
The
Quidditch
professors
robe.
claim
Like,
it is too dangerous.
that's great.
I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring.
Like they have the leeway to do that,
there's
which is really
Hogsmeade
cool.
over
See,
the
like,
crest.
look how
How's
like
that ruin?
classic that looks. There's the train. Wow.
I
Look
would
at
spend
that.
all of my time exploring
Just
if
look
I
at
could.
that.
I confess, I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
Can I get ran over?
She said that?
Stop! Well, this guy's having
She
a
knows
seizure.
more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Leaping toadstool caps.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit.
Interesting.
Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too.
So they may have changed. Okay, because like if you think about it, like
If I can just stop.
look at that. We're just take a moment.
I can get an Armor Transfiguration
I wish I could like go in a first person mode. I wonder if they're gonna. They just need to add a photo mode. That would be cool.